Okay, so what is automation? So till now we have seen a programming language. Programming language is a very important concept if you want to automate any application. So one programming language is mandatory for any tool. You take any tool, one programming language is mandatory. So that programming language, you can choose any one, like either Java or Selenium, JavaScript or Python, Ruby, .NET, C Sharp. It doesn't matter which programming language you are. So all the programming language, same concepts will be there. You have OOPs, you have so all kinds of concepts will be there. Okay. So that's why we spend a lot of time on programming language. Without programming language concepts, highly impossible to crack the interview. So they are going to target mostly on Java only, or your Python or JavaScript or Ruby or any one programming language which you are telling to them you worked on this programming language. Because everywhere common logics will be there, common topics will be there. Control structures everywhere, every programming language has. Oops, you have all the programming languages. Exception handling also you have. File handling also you have. Collections also you have. So there is a similarities, but slight syntaxes might be changed. Otherwise, it's common. Okay. So now what is automation? So automation is the process of automating the web applications, repeatable scenarios using some programming language and a tool to reduce the execution time and also to avoid the more burden on the testers. Because in the current IT model, manual testing alone cannot support. So you need manual testing mandatorily. So definitely you need manual testing. First you have to do manual testing only. Directly you cannot automate it. At least for understanding purpose, you need to do manual testing. Then you will do automation testing. To support the automation testing, manual testing, you need automation. So automating your test cases, different test cases you can automate. Regression test cases, smoke test cases, sanity test cases, you can automate them, or end-to-end test cases, you can automate. So all this automation, basically, it gives you a lot of, so relaxation for manual tester. So because the speed of testing completion you can give quickly, the feedback to the developers or your management very quickly with automation. Manual testing definitely takes a lot of time. And to support multiple browser testing, you need automation. Manually, it is difficult to test in different operating systems, different browsers. It's difficult, and also you will feel bored. Same test case you have to execute in all the browsers means definitely will feel bored and you will get exhausted. But automation, you don't need. Every day you can run them. This tool will take care. Tool will take care of that. That is the one advantage with the automation. So our more efficiency will be there and repeatability and more coverage you can achieve with the automation, more reliability. If you write a proper logic, so there is a less prone to no errors, human errors. So that's the main advantage of why do you need to go for automation. There are a lot of benefits will be there. So cross-browser testing and regression testing easily can cover, and agile sprint methodology, if you want to support, mandatorily you need automation, because every 2 weeks you will get a new features, which so you have to test old features and new features. Where you will get time to test old features? New features testing itself, it takes 1 week or something. But sometimes developers takes more time to give build, and you cannot finish even that in that sprint. And again, you need to write automation also. So you don't have a time to test old features, old user stories, old features. And if you want to cover them, you need this automation. Okay. That is the one thing. So when you can go for automation testing is when you are so complex T is there in the applications, enterprise applications or big applications are there, and you need to go for automation. So the frequently you are the requirements are changing and application is changing, then you need to go for automation. So there's some scenarios keep on repeating and multiple times, then you need to go for automation. And more risk is there. So a lot of changes are happening, and there are risks are so involved. Then you need to go for automation. And cost. So the cost is it depends on, right? You can nowadays nobody takes a huge resources. So if it is a very long project, definitely you need to go for automation. So that's the one advantage of going for when you can go for automation. So when you should not go for automation is if the application is very early stage and also small project, you should not go for automation. So and the application UI is very complex, then you should not go for automation. The application is very short life, then you should not go for automation. And for more, when application requires significant manual testing, then you should not go for automation. So when the application has a low risk of defects, you should not go for automation. So these are the some of the cases when you should go for automation, when you should not go for automation, and what are the advantages. And so I'll just stop here. Tomorrow we'll discuss about Selenium. So to do this automation, we need some tools. There are a lot of tools in the market, and one of them is Selenium, Cypress, Playwright. A lot of new tools are keep coming. So WebDriver IO, Protractor. So these are old, but Selenium is among them popular. But nowadays, Selenium, so Cypress, Playwright, these are all becoming very, very popular nowadays. So why Selenium is very popular and other tools are also competing with this, we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So thank you.